Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Come here, come cuddle. Okay, that's okay. I don't need tongue kisses, but I do want cuddles. We're losing it. We're currently in Rapid City, South Dakota. We're officially South Dakota residents. Yes, Finn is a South Dakotan. I'm not gonna really talk about the process, but what I will say is that it was extremely easy. Like, it took me 4 hours, so that happened. And then like 3 days ago, I woke up with a feeling that I was going to be sick. And I was sick. It was the first time that I've actually felt like too vulnerable being alone on the road. Like, usually traveling alone doesn't... I need to stop talking about this because I know it's gonna freak people out. It was fine. I'm actually 20 minutes away from Anna right now. And so in the back of my head, the entire time being sick, I knew that there was somebody nearby just in case. And that, it got me through it. I am gonna go drive somewhere that I kind of never thought that I would see again.
There's whiskey inside my veins. I'm feeling heavy and I can't explain how I feel for you. You got me dizzy and I'm feeling blue.
A little under 2 years ago, I started filming my van life journey. I'd been living in the van for 2 months without having any deadlines or purpose to my travels, and I was aching for a project. And so I started filming, and the footage from that week ended up becoming my story number 1. And that story, my story on YouTube, began here, on this border between the grasslands and the badlands of Southwest South Dakota. And wow, was it weird to be back almost 2 years later. This week, Finn and I celebrated 2 years of living on the road. I can't even really begin to wrap my head around that. I can't wrap my head around how much I've changed in these 2 years. My friends and I like to joke that a week on the road is like a month in a normal life, that we do more in a weekend living in the van than we ever did in 2 weeks before this lifestyle. And the personal growth and change that comes from going through so much, I mean, sure, sometimes it feels like playing with fire with living such a volatile lifestyle, but at the end of the day, I know that the potential for growth on the road was why I left in the first place, and it's why I'm still on the road today, 2 years later. I'm just glad that I got to spend this week living the version of the van life that I always dreamed of before I hit the road, the version where I'm not extremely isolated or alone for weeks on end. This is Anna, the girl with the big red van, but honestly, she'd probably prefer to be introduced as simply Anna. Anna and I ended up being neighbors for most of this week.
This place feels like home. I love South Dakota so much. Every time I go to a new place, like, I always look to see if they have like interesting camera stores. Yeah. Like, but this, I'm trying to imagine putting my groceries on the conveyor belt thing with. Wow, I feel so out of shape right now. I know.
Good morning. Good morning. What are you doing? Before we get any farther, I'd like to take a minute to thank today's sponsor, Surfshark. Finn and I have been using Surfshark for over 6 months now. We have it on all of our devices to help keep us safe. Surfshark is a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network, and VPNs basically encrypt all of the information sent between your device and the internet to help you stay safe and private online. Because having a VPN allows you to change your IP address, you can actually use it to do a bunch of different things, including unblocking content libraries and websites and things that aren't allowed in your country. and you can also use them to get cheaper flights and hotels. So if you're someone who wants to up their virtual security game with a VPN, Surfshark is a great choice. It's highly rated and it's the only VPN to offer an unlimited amount of devices on just one account. And they're currently offering you guys 83% off plus 3 months for free plus a 30-day money-back guarantee if you use the code Mariah or use the link in my description. Where's the sledge? Sledge. Dang, it is going to be a hot one today. Do I look like I haven't showered in a week? Today we are relocating because it's hot as balls. We've been here for like 5 days and the weather's been perfect down here, but now that there's going to be a couple of 85, 95 degree days, we're going to relocate to the mountains because we don't do well with intensity. He doesn't do well with intensity. How fan? They can't even see you, can they?
It's as simple as something that nobody knows. Her eyes are as big as her bubble toes on the.
Bad idea.
It's as simple as something that nobody knows.
After spending a week in the Badlands area of the state, we wound up rerouting to the Black Hills National Forest, which sounds like the creme de la creme of the state. It is home to Mount Rushmore, but as I've heard it said a few times now, Mount Rushmore seems to be one of the less interesting things to do in this area. On my way west, I stopped in Rapid City to do a few chores, including uploading my last video, which I was very anxious about. I cannot for the life of me decide whether or not it's extremely cringy to put a cover of me singing on YouTube because I don't sing very well, but I also, like, if this was a video just for my 80-year-old self, of course I would put it in. Anyways, in the end I wound up at another damn gorgeous campsite that, well, we actually ended up getting kicked out of after 2 days. It was the first place in 2 years that I've ever gotten kicked out by law enforcement, but before that happened, we totally enjoyed every minute of this little patch of Forest Service land. I didn't know that this area existed the last time that I came through South Dakota. It's funny because I remember driving through it with my ex. We like drove through southwest South Dakota. I remember us saying like, this would be a really cool area for a homestead or something. But we only spent a night in this area and we just kept driving east. When you hit the road the first time around, you don't understand. You've got nothing to compare the places that you travel to. You end up breezing through places that if you were more well-traveled, you would know like, oh, we should stay here for a couple weeks. I'm just really glad that I got to come back because there's so many places that I've been to that I might never see again, and that's something that I try to remind myself of every time that I get to a new place, but somehow I still take everything that I do for granted. Maybe it's just human nature, I don't know. On our third day in the hills, a thunderstorm rolled through the area, and I was so happy about it. A thunderstorm. Oh my God. go solo, oh, I go solo. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way. F, F. No me gusta, the chord, F. I'm not even doing F. I'm doing some weird variation of it, and I still don't like it. My dog looks very concerned right now. I'm gonna make some dinner. I think I'm going to make a scramble. Oh no, a burrito. Tacos? Burrito. Oh, sorry, Hen. I just got invited to go watch some live music tomorrow night. How are you supposed to act when you watch live music? Like, are you supposed to dance around? Are you supposed to... What's the etiquette? Am I gonna overthink it to the point of not going? Probably. You know what? This might be the first thing that I would actually make for somebody else. This is... May 26th, 2022. There are certain days on the road that just feel straight from a storybook. This is one of them. The fire smoldering, the mountains around me full of life with wildflowers blooming, birds chirping. The contrasts in this lifestyle are wild. The good is almost too good. And then there are the not so sweet moments. The weeks without showers, the months without friends, the van lifers who don't seem to understand camping etiquette, who end up camped right on your doorstep. Sometimes I can't fathom how any of us last more than 3 months on the road full time, but other times I don't really know how anyone gets off the road either, knowing that this life exists. I got invited to go to a live music show in Custer tomorrow night, and I don't know why I'm wondering if I should go. It's not like me to venture into town on a Friday night. Oh, and I'm thankful for Anna this week. So thankful for Anna.
Oh my god. Don't choke. Like, I cannot be responsible for your death out here. That looks really bad. It's like on camera.
This is total me lying. I'm not actually getting into bed right now. Oh dang, but I want to. I have to shower, like a full shower, in the sink. But it's totally my fault for forgetting to go take a freaking shower at the actual shower in town, so it's not actually that bad. It takes like 3 times longer than I want it to, but it's really not that bad. Anywho, I don't know what's gonna happen between now and my next filming day. Who knows if I'll still be in South Dakota. I could be 2 states away when I start filming for all I know. God, I love this lifestyle right now. I love summer on the road. I also love being around friends. I think this is the end of the video. Do you want to test it? Test it like this? Oh, wait. Testing moment. Another testing moment. Ow! That hurt. Sweet me out. How is this my life? Mariah. TP or log cabin? Our school child. Oh, they look so cute in this.